Okay, well, it's 5:59. We're gonna call that close enough to 6. So I will call to order the regular select board meeting for Braintree Select Board for June 16th, 2026. It's now, well, it is 6 p.m. This call. Looking at the agenda, I think we're gonna take off the driveway permit that got left on inadvertently by me. So we'll remove that. And then we gotta add,
Under 7B,
the engineering proposal.
yes.
I think we have someone on from text.gov. Text.my.gov,
There, Ethan.
yeah. So Ethan, just so you don't have to stay on the meeting all night, we'll move you up to the beginning here. And we might have one other guest,
Near the beginning.
yeah, near the beginning.
Okay.
We might have one other guest that will also move up when the time comes if they show up. Okay, anybody else have anything for the agenda changes?
Nope.
Okay, we need to approve the regular meeting minutes for June 2nd.
I'll move to approve.
I'll second it. Oh, Lauren got that one. All those in favor?
Aye.
And then we have to approve the special meeting minutes for June 4th, 2026.
Move to approve.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Citizens' comments. Does anyone have citizens' comments? No. Okay. There's no citizens here, but you guys are welcome to make comments if you want.
Lauren's a citizen too.
I know, we're all citizens. We have to be on the select board. Okay. Oh, and I see Sarah has joined us. Okay, Sarah, so what we're probably gonna do is speak real quick we're gonna rearrange our agenda a little bit with Ethan, who's here to talk to us about text alerts and such. And then we'll move to you right after so that you don't have to stay until the end and hang out and listen to the fun stuff that happens. Okay, so Ethan, you were here or I'll let Jesse start.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
So Ethan reached out a few weeks back and we got on a call and he showed me everything that they could do and with this text.my.gov, and it's really kind of neat because I've been looking for something, a lot of people say, can you email me? Can you let me know this? Can you let me know this?
Yeah, we had something like, didn't we have VT alerts at one time or something like that? That was used.
Yeah.
Who uses it maybe?
Yeah, we're signed up through VT alerts, but that's a little different and it's not real user friendly and everything else. And, but it's also free. So,
Give it to get what's paid for.
right. So, this kind of seemed like it would work well because, whoever signs up for it, you can send a message out saying, hey, taxes are due in a month, or dog licenses are due, or we have elections coming up, or don't forget this, don't forget that. You can create different groups, so if people only wanna know certain things, like road closures or whatever,
Can you select the group? So like, if we're doing the work on Braintree Hill, cause you just find everybody that lives on Braintree Hill and group them and say, here's your alert.
I believe so, yes, and if
I see Ethan nodding, so I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. And you can also do that through a map tool as well. You can actually select out that area, and then that alert will only go to those residents over there. So.
Oh, that's real nice, right? Especially for the road closures or, there's a tree down or something like that.
Right.
Okay.
And you can set up groups in-house so that if somebody comes upon a tree down or whatever, they can just text a certain certain, whatever.
Yeah.
So it has a two-way function then, so a
Yeah.
citizen could write in and say, you know, there's a washout at this spot or something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay,
Yeah. So, and they can take pictures, send them to you, you know, cause some people's idea of a tree down and your idea of tree down are two different things, so it'll depend on. Quickly, we get somebody there.
So who's gonna go cut it down?
Exactly.
like Jesse sometimes.
So,
Okay. My concern is that, so the citizens that write in, where does that funnel to? Because I don't want someone to be getting like 8 messages a day from random people with complaints. If that makes sense. Like, is there a way to filter out what comes through and why?
Yeah, so any of the messages that do come in, you can select those people that you'd like them to go to, and then only those people get notified. So, say it's like a tree down, that would maybe go to like a Public Works or something like that, and it would get sent off to them either text or email. And then
Okay.
anyone else that you'd want to be on that as well, you can add them in too. But then it's not, blowing up everyone's phones inside the municipality when there's a tree down or something. So,
Okay. So it makes sense to me that they would come in as emails. That way our text messages are, because if you're not here, you're not checking your email, you just find them the next day and you're not dealing with, messages coming in
mhm.
random. Right? Am I crazy there?
a little. I
I'm a
mean,
little crazy.
well, I mean, what if it's in the middle of the night and there's a tree down?
That's
You
true.
don't wanna wait till the next day
Yeah, okay.
to find
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and then the system does work 24/7 as well. So she's correct.
Okay.
Um. So, I mean, I don't know if there's a way. I mean, is there a way on your own cell phones to, to quiet everything for the night?
Yeah, you can go to like downtime or
Just,
silence your notifications and things like that if you want.
right, and I mean,
Is there a chance to get a bunch of spam on this?
That's a question for Ethan.
I'm sorry, what was that? Cut out a little bit.
And is there a chance we get a lot of spam on this?
There's not a huge chance there, because it's just all based on, like an opt-in option. So we also have a database we can pull there, and that's the United States Postal Service. And so we're just getting any numbers there tied to an address within Braintree. And
Okay.
so they're all residents there. And then we also scrub those for any duplicates, any numbers that are maybe outside of the town, and things like that.
Okay, well, my number's outside of 10. What? I mean, it's a Montana number, but I think you're talking about a physical address, so it doesn't matter. But the opt-in is basically your filtering mechanism. Because a
Yeah.
spammer would have to opt in to be able to spam you.
Mhm.
They're likely
Yep.
not gonna.
And then the things they'd be opting into would just be that notification side. And so they're actually not even able to text back to the system on the outbound side. The two-way side is that full phone number. And so they'd be able to text in questions from there. And then you guys set up all the answers, and we have a team help you set up all those answers to get sent back to them for the information they're looking for there.
so it's pretty cool, cause he's like, text, tax information to this number, so I texted it and it took me right to the tax page on our website.
Okay,
And so that was really cool, I thought.
So, who on the staff is gonna be sort of the point person to manage and shape this and figure it all out? Is that you or Grace? Tag team?
Probably both of us, yeah. I just figured that. Yeah, until we get into it a little more, I don't have anything beyond that, but
Yeah.
yes.
And you like it because it's a citizen benefit. And also like an operational efficiency kind of benefit,
Right,
yeah.
Well, it comes, for me, it makes sense. It makes sense in emergent situations. It also makes a lot of sense with the road closure thing. So people, you could send it out a week in advance. I mean, I know we put signs up, but it's, people
Yeah,
aren't necessarily paying attention the same way as if something comes up on their phone and says,
Yeah, you got,
Yeah.
you have people who deliver fuel, they look.
And so
Yeah.
Ethan, if I wanna opt in as a citizen of Braintree, can I just opt in for road closures and tax notices?
Yeah,
question.
yep. And so you
Yeah.
guys can set up those groups. We have a team work with you guys to help set up some of those groups as well. And then when we send out what's called a welcome message, and then we can list all those groups that they can sign up for, and then there's other ones maybe they're like, maybe I don't want to be notified about road closures, but I do want to be notified about tax reminders or due dates or delinquencies or something along those lines. So you can separate those groups and opt into whichever groups you'd like to opt into there.
We'd have to put some thought into what are the groups we're gonna make.
Yeah, but it's also like, from a citizen's perspective, like, that's really nice. That's a way to engage with Braintree that presently doesn't exist very conveniently,
right.
so.
It's not phone calls to you at all
Right.
hours about stuff.
Ethan, my name is Lou. I'm one of the select board members. I'm one of the Luddites. I'm a Luddite.
That's rough, okay.
I'm a Luddite. I won't say I'm one of the Luddites.
Yeah,
Um,
don't lump me into that.
I wasn't lumping anybody into anything. And I'm wondering if, since we've got a setup fee for the contract and then the annual fee. Would you be willing to do a 1-year contract instead of the 3-year contract, so we can set it up, try it, and make sure it works for us? And it's,
Yeah. So on the 1-year contracts, that would make the price go up a little bit there as well. And then versus a 3-year. And then I know we also got mentioned that voice calls were an interest. We'd also be able to throw those in as well if it's something you guys really wanted to look into there. So
Okay, so,
I can't see where it ain't gonna help.
so my question on the 1 year versus 3 year,
Mhm.
is there a penalty for cancellation within the first 3 years?
I believe, sorry, there's something in my throat.
That's all right,
Uh,
man.
There we go. I believe there's something in there along those lines, and I think that is also listed on the proposal. I can pull that up too.
I didn't see it, but
I did not see it either.
I was thinking it was on
it just says 60 days written notice for cancellation, but doesn't say what happens if you get out within the first 3
and I
years.
can definitely ask my managers about that as well and get a for sure answer on that.
That'd be great. Not that I plan on it, but if the price is better on a 3 year term, then we gotta figure out.
Yeah.
How it plays out for us. So if you go, is your price then locked in? So that is to say, we do the 3 year term and then it says it goes to year after that.
Mhm.
They'll probably be, there might be increases. I understand that just happens with a service, but that's the price, that's the base price we would have going forward. And the same with a 1 year, that would be the base price we had going forward. So you're sort of buying yourself up. If you stay with it a higher rate, I would think yearly.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Go ahead.
it does say that, and fees may increase following the initial term, but will increase no more than 5% per year.
So 5% per year is $115, which is not bad.
I don't know, and so the other, and I also had a question too, Ethan, about the
Mhm.
promotional material must be posted by the customer, and if it isn't within 60 days in the office or on a separate website, within 60 days, the agency agrees to pay an additional $1,000 towards setup costs.
Yeah, so that's just for that website widget, and that just goes up on your website. We've never we hardly ever see an issue with that. It's just during setup when you're working with the account management team. They're the ones who put that all together. They get it situated the way you want it, and then they send you over a link to you or the website provider, and then that gets thrown up real quick. So we've rarely seen an issue there.
Okay.
That's just basically a link to their website, I would say. That's what
It's
it
just
sounds.
It's just
Go
one
ahead.
of the ways the residents can opt in, and then
Oh,
it also gives them information of what they would be opting into and different groups they can opt into there, and that would just be right there on the website. And it's mainly for all the people that the database doesn't capture.
right. But it's
So
not like a
it's
pop-up ad that has to be put on our website every time somebody
yeah,
goes.
no.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay.
So my only other thought was that, if people didn't wanna just dive into it tonight or wanted to think about it or whatever. That potentially anybody that maybe wanted to, we could set up another demo. That takes, 15, 20 minutes or whatever, depending on the amount of
Yeah.
questions you might have. And you can actually see it and see the screen and just go through a few different things, but,
Actually,
I don't know, it seems like it would be useful
Yeah,
in today's day and age. I mean, I know people don't all have cell service at their houses, but the majority of them
well, they'll
who
get it on
have a cell
Wi-Fi.
phone leave.
Yeah, and they'll get it through Wi-Fi. I mean,
Yeah.
most of your text messages come that way. Mine do.
Right.
At my house.
So,
Okay.
so yeah, Ethan, can you find out about that penalty? Can you find out about what the 1 year
Fee would be.
fee would be? And then, find a time for
Yeah,
either a Zoom call, or do you have a canned?
like a video, something like that, like a YouTube video that explains it.
Yeah, I do have some materials I could send over. And then also, if you guys wanted just a brief demonstration as well, I could always send my calendar link over to Jessica, and then she could disperse that, and you could,
Yeah.
and then you guys could find a time that worked better for you, because I know you guys are all usually probably pretty busy. So
Well, yeah, and we all have, this is basically a volunteer position. We have a bunch of other stuff. Not a
yeah,
full-time job for us, but
And some
yeah.
of us can't remember anything anyway, so.
But yeah, maybe next week it would be nice. I wouldn't mind seeing it in action if that's okay. So yeah, if you can send a
oh yeah,
calendar, we'll get back together next week and try to figure out a day that maybe a morning that works for everybody.
Last
yeah.
quick question, do you presently serve other Vermont towns?
Yeah, we do serve a few other Vermont towns. We serve Linden right now. We also serve Wolcott, Middlebury, and then I think those are all the ones I can think of off the top of my head right now.
And where are the rest of your clients?
They're all across the U.S. We serve about just over 1,400 municipalities at the moment.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Yeah, we'll let you go.
Trailblazer.
We'll let you go, but thanks for being here and answering questions, and we'll see you again hopefully next week, one day for a
Yeah,
demo.
absolutely. And then yeah, if any other additional questions come up, feel free to email me or call me. So,
Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Thanks, Ethan.
Thank
all right,
you.
thank you. I'll get those answers emailed over to you. So,
All right. Appreciate it.
thanks, guys.
Yep.
thank you.
Okay. Sarah, we're moving on to you, and I'm going to let you run the show here because I vaguely recall what this is about.
Okay, great. Can everybody hear me okay? Does it sound all right?
Oh,
Awesome. Thank you all. Hi, everybody. My name's Sarah Raitt, and for those who don't know me, I'm a senior planner with Tree Rivers Ottaquechee Regional Commission, and I've been providing technical assistance to the town in administering the Community Development Block Grant, or CDBG grant, that the town received from the Vermont Community Development Program, VCDP, for alphabet soup purposes. And that particular program and that grant was directed towards the child care center that the Orange County Parent-Child Center that's going up in Randolph has recently opened its doors as of March, I think mid-March they opened their doors.
Yeah.
And that particular grant is federal funding in origin. It comes from HUD. Um, and there, as you know, that capital stack was very large and complicated, and a whole bunch of different sources were in there. And um, each one of those federal funders had sort of strings attached to the money that had to be satisfied. The string that's attached to this particular federal funding source, the HUD funding source, is that 51% of the child care slots have to go to low to moderate income households. They have to be awarded to kids who are coming from low to moderate income households. And when the award was originally applied for, when the grant was originally applied for by by the town on behalf of GMEDC, which is the entity that is really like leading the actual project itself, um, it was it was understood at that time based on the design work that had been done and the estimates of the space, like the usable space that was going to be produced by this project, that that 51% number amounted to 31 child care slots. Since then, as with all construction projects, they've had to be a bit nimble in making the money work and making the actual construction work. And the folks from Orange County Parent-Child Center also took another look at the space and said, well, our numbers are going to shift a little bit. And so all of that told, so sort of like there's been a couple moving pieces there. That number has now been revised to 45 slots that are required to go to low to moderate income households. And in talking with the state, Green Mountain Economic Development Corporation, GMEDC, was telling them, we can't meet that 45 number with just the one floor that is currently active and able to be used. It really like can only be met once both floors are active in the building, and that's not going to be for a while. So how do we address that issue given that the current grant ends on December 31st of 2027 next year? And benefit has to be, this is the 45, that magic number 45 is known as benefit in HUD circles. And that benefit, you have to demonstrate that you've filled that 45 slot quota by December 31st of 2027. What do we do? Because we don't think we can make that deadline. And the state said, oh, no problem. We can just extend the grant deadline to December 31st of 2028, which would give you more time to check those boxes and meet the benefit. And then everybody's satisfied and we can all close out the grant without any issues. So that is the request that I'm bringing to the select board today. If you would consider and approve the amendment of the grant agreement to that later deadline of December 31st of 2028. And also that benefit number would be changing to, as I noted earlier, 45. So those are the two amendments. And if the select board is okay with making those changes, then the logistical steps of that would play out in me working with Daniel to do press the right buttons in Gears, right? I would enter some information in Gears and Daniel would have to press a button, much like we do with requisitions, and then the state would
Good at
generate
following
a revised. Oh, sorry, what was that?
I'm good at following instructions.
Thank you so much for all of your help, Daniel, seriously. And once the state revises the grant agreement, then the select board will vote to accept that and the procedure continues. I did ask the state, I said, okay, so what administrative consequences might arise from extending the deadline quite that far? And they said that apart from needing to complete a couple additional progress reports, which Two Rivers is responsible for as the entity that's doing the grant administration work, there is no administrative impact. It's just the red tape of getting this amendment going and then the additional progress reports. But we don't anticipate that there's going to be any more requisitions as a result of this, or that, the requisitions are petering out and we don't expect there are going to be too many more of those. But the fact that you're extending the grant agreement deadline isn't going to extend the timeline for requisitions either. That's all going to stay on the same kind of track. So I'll stop talking and ask if anybody has any questions or concerns about what I've just shared.
No, my question was the requisitions, whether now, that we're gonna get delayed or put off, and then we're dealing with them for another 18 months. But I
No.
also, at the same time, in the back of my mind, thought, I think they're about out of money for this grant, so now it's basically funded itself out, and it's just kind of, making sure you meet this bar is the way I understand it, right?
Right, exactly. So the requisitions that would be happening beyond the completion of construction are really just going to be admin costs for for the town staff time and for myself. And I anticipate that the town staff time isn't going to be very great moving forward, because again, the requisitions won't be rolling, so it'll be pretty minimal.
And just so I understand what I heard, we're not voting on the amendment tonight. We're just sort of okaying it, and then the amendment will come to us to approve later. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. I have to do a whole bunch of work in gears before they present you with a revised grant agreement that you can then ratify. Yeah.
So this is sort of notice that we're going through tonight, if nothing
Yep.
else. Okay.
I just want to make sure that it's okay with the select board to take this step before I work in gears.
I mean, as long as it's not a higher work burden on Jesse or the other staff as a result of this, which doesn't sound like it would be. I don't know that I see a problem personally.
I have a question, Sarah, Jesse here, yep, and then it's gone, because I told you my name. Oh, can the grant be closed out if by some chance they meet the requirement sooner than December of 28th?
Yep, we're eligible to close out as soon as we hit that magic 45 number, or they hit that magic 45 number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is just opening the window a little further, but they could close it up anytime. Okay.
Exactly.
And this is Lou Helmuth, relative to Dan's observations about requisitions sort of petering out and money being spent. Does that make sense to you, Sarah, that, what would happen in 2028? There won't be any more money left to spend. All the requisitions will be done. So all it's gonna be is a perfunctory progress report and the final closing that we'll do in 28 instead of doing it in 27.
I think that's right.
Does that seem like the
Yes.
low amount of work that we're talking about?
That's my understanding. And so there would be a probably like one or two final requisitions in maybe 2028 for the admin costs that Two Rivers accrues by doing those progress reports. And then if there's any admin burden that goes on the town staff. But again, I don't anticipate that because it's not going to be construction requisition, mayhem like
Yeah.
it's been for a while.
And those
So
will come anyway,
Right.
it's just at a different time, basically.
right, yes, exactly. Yeah. So we're just extending the timeline.
Same.
And then closeout procedures for the grant will be the same as they are now, just happening later.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I don't, like I say, I don't think it causes any undue burden, and if it helps them meet the threshold, then let's do it.
Yeah, really well explained. Thank you, Sarah.
Welcome. Thank you so much for
You
everybody's
should-
help.
man, you should read your emails. I read your emails and it's incredible. I don't even have to think. It's just right there all laid out. So
It's a freaking rock star.
see?
When's your next concert?
Very kind. Thank you all so much for your help and for taking time to think through that with me. And so, Daniel, I'll be in touch with you for that little piece in gears that we need from you, and we'll keep it moving forward. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Anytime. Thanks,
Thank
Sarah.
you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay, now we're back over here. Oh, he's got his notebook. Lauren's got a notebook, so here we are for the highway report. Jesse takes a deep sigh.
Harry Tucker called me last Thursday night. Wants us to buy material from him again. I told him, I don't think so.
That must be because I ran into him Wednesday night.
Thanks.
Out of sight, out
I
of
didn't
mind.
say a word.
Did he ask you the same question?
Next,
He was on the home phone for a good half hour, 45 minutes. And I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I kept telling him, Ron, it's nothing personal. It's just your material. It's shit.
I think.
I mean,
that's perfect.
I had a gravel driveway. You wouldn't know it where I parked. You would think it would be stay mat.
Hmm.
Because when I get home after the road has been wet, just graded. Park in my door and just get out and watch the mud flaps drip, drip. Might be about that high and that big around, you know, I get done. It's crazy. It shouldn't do that.
Well, and we also know that our sand is a little dirtier than it should be, which doesn't
Yeah,
help
and he
things.
said he was trying to blame it on our sand, and he said Dylan. He told Dylan he shouldn't crush any more of that because it was terrible stuff. I asked Dylan, he says, he never said that. No.
he seems to think that where we're getting it is inferior to his product. And that the additional wear and tear on our vehicles is, not, it's cost prohibitive. Also,
Well, maybe, but we're trying it out. And if it fails, then Ron's gonna get his business back. If he's still there. But for now, we had to try this. And I mean, really, the wear and tear, he's a long way out there. It's
So-
not that much short.
So there's two railroads that
This is the next one.
Rail-
They would
talking
get it-
Railroads
to
again.
get it to Randolph. To get it to Randolph, there'd be two different railroads companies. And I have inquired on a price on what it would cost us to have it moved down here to Randolph or Braintree.
So we would, and Jeff had this idea a long time ago and we could never figure out how to make it work, but he was trying to get it, I don't know where he was trying to get material from. But what Lauren's trying to do, what makes sense, and we have talked about before, is get Northeast, who has a track that comes through there. And we know we have contacts at each railroad, because they're owned by two different companies. Get it loaded onto cars and then dumped in mass somewhere for us to then pick up and move. And
Wow.
it's likely that other towns would join in, and it might be that we have a site to dump it. We'll see. I mean, it's really, really
I'm
preliminary.
working on seeing if it's even feasible, but. Ain't gonna know if we don't ask.
But if it saves us, if we could drive to Randolph or Roxbury versus all the way to Barry, and it's all right there, that makes sense. There's also the option that if this works out, we can do like other towns. And just have them with a trucking outfits haul it for us. That's what Bethel does and I talked to two other towns that do it. Maybe it's somewhere down.
But you're talking about the mileage and stuff on the trucks, Pete's, the one we're getting rid of, only has 36,000 on it.
Yeah.
That's it.
right, but according to him, he says Bernie can do 17 front loads a day from his pit, and he can only do 6 from the one
Correct.
that we go to.
17 from Ron?
Well, according to him. I don't know, I don't remember.
20 minutes a trip.
There can't be that much difference. They're talking about 3 times as fast.
Yeah, I don't think it's that much.
Okay. Regardless,
I'm trying to.
I don't doubt that you can probably get 4 trips from him.
And the other thing is, Randolph and is not buying from there right now. They were stockpiling some and also using some on their roads. And if the grader man called and said, I want a load over here, they took a load over to where he wanted it, and if they didn't call, they went to the shop and dumped it off. Well, Ron's hired man told him. If you're stockpiling it, you can't have it, but if you wanna put it on your road, you can.
Hmm.
So if you're selling product, why would you do that?
So Randolph's not buying, where's Randolph?
First, there, I mean, you know,
Selling.
Where's Randolph getting their material?
now they're getting it from Northeast. They agree with me, they say it's shit. Ron's. So they decided, it seems they have to haul from up there, they're gonna try it and see how it works out.
Right. Okay,
Yeah, so anyway. And we still gotta finish the class 2 grant. Still mowing.
you wanna go further on that, still mowing,
Yeah,
also price?
we're then doing summer grading until the graders goes, and that's going the 25th.
The
To
grader-
that, cause it's got
Yeah.
2 leaks now. And the one leak that they came down and looked at, it's gotta go up there to have it torn apart, so. And Charles found a leak in the transmission, so. So it's going anyway up there.
And that's all
Have
in
a
the
really
warranty.
bit.
Yeah.
All
except
but the trucking.
We're gonna pay a truck.
And I don't know, I still think we shouldn't have to pay for trucking, it shouldn't have to go back here, it ain't even been here a year yet, it's gotta go back. They don't even sound right. So. And then, yeah, back to the tractors. John Deere has brand new ones ready to go for, what was it, 195, 90?
Yeah.
193, yeah.
Just unreal, and then 5 years. Monthly payments were gonna be 33 something, right? 3,300 and
Yeah,
something,
It's close to 40 grand a year.
yeah, it's just not. Didn't sound right. So, then, so this used one is 3 years old. Massey Ferguson.
But you went to look at it, you took Pete to look at it.
Looks good. Took Charles to look at it.
Oh, sorry, Charles.
It looked good. Charles, there's no cracks anywhere on the boom or on the head, usually a fine crack, so they've been abused. 2 heads.
it's been refurbished.
Yeah, there was one section of it where it twist, when we built that. That was put 17,000 or 1,700 in there or something. Repairs last winter. And, they want 102,200 something.
Yeah, so the price is 120 for the used 2022 year model.
Yeah.
But if we get a 60-month, 3,000 hour warranty. And we trade in the yellow tractor, which. Let's please have them take that off our hands.
Well,
For
you just the
23.5.
yellow tractor, the bucket. And the chipper, it's, I can't foresee.
Yeah.
Using that anymore myself, but.
So if we give away the yellow tractor and the equipment that goes with it, that gives us 23.5 back. So our total cost would be 102,248. Probably to be financed is my guess.
Yeah.
Okay. For
5 years.
Yeah, cause then we don't have to ask the town for permission.
Well, that's why, you can get a John Deere and finance it longer, but. It's,
Well, but it's twice as much, 195.
yeah, almost twice.
Thoughts there, since you're in charge of the cash? Yes.
I feel like it needs to be done. I had. Northfield Savings Bank, which is where I moved our cash count to. Has. Seems to have a pretty good governmental program going right now.
Yeah, cause it used to be used Mascoma, right? But then.
Yeah, so, well, our big account is at Mascoma.
Yeah.
But since Sheila retired. Service isn't quite the same.
I understand that.
It's just a little different,
I can speak to the same issue on the residential real estate side.
yeah, so, and now Mascoma's gonna be, or not consolidating, but, they're getting into business with Androscoggin or whatever out of Maine. They're combining and
Yeah.
becoming one big thing, and I don't know how all that's gonna play out. They say nothing's gonna change, but nothing was gonna change when Sheila retired either, and so. So Northfield Savings Bank has the best interest rate right now, and for loans and so on, so. So I say we give them a shot, and as far as that goes, the vehicle equipment fund is ugly. And this is only gonna make it uglier, but somehow I'll figure it out, right?
But it was never gonna not be ugly. I mean, it served us well for 12 to 14 years.
A lot of it's because the truck freaking doubled in price.
Right.
Right, well, that's the thing, and it did that like overnight, and, it just screwed the whole thing.
Yeah, the question is, how do we or can we ever get it back?
Right, and, I just think it's gonna take time, to figure it out. So, it's not like we're destitute and can't somehow figure it out, we just gotta kind of let a few things fall where they may, but. Because we couldn't take the 100,000 from the capital budget like we planned on,
Yeah.
That's one thing, we do have the 100,000, 150. Whatever it is, in the gravel pit fund, but. Kind of tentatively don't really wanna take that at the moment,
Not until Paddocks is closed. Right?
just so we know. Right, but we could, if we were to take 100,000, leave 50 in there or something like that, or whatever.
We could
And
lower-
this,
I mean, I don't have a problem loaning ourselves half of that or something. We care.
right, so, I mean, it's just. It'll work its way through, I figure, but this seems like the best. Best solution to all the issues at the moment is to go with this used one
I
and,
mean, given how we've priced them in the past. This is like half of what Dylan got for a price 3 years ago or something like that. It's, or less than half. And almost less than half of what we're getting new right now. I don't know.
right, and new obviously isn't necessarily the best way to go.
Right.
As just.
As that
as
cat
the
shown.
unit. So,
As the greater.
I feel like this one's old enough to have the kinks worked out, and they're gonna give us a warranty, sell us a warranty.
Yeah, but that's not a bad price for a warranty.
But
No.
aftermarket price, that ain't bad price.
No,
$1,000 a year.
so,
I mean,
Okay. Do you need a vote from us to go out and get the loan? Or do you get the loan and then we'll approve it at the next meeting?
no, I have to have a vote, cause I need minutes to get the loan.
Okay,
Guys, I have a quick question.
yeah, go ahead.
I don't remember exactly. This mower that we're talking about, I think that's the one that was currently being rented out to another town, right?
Yeah,
When is that
well,
rented?
it's not right now.
Oh,
yeah,
it's done? Okay, that was my question.
It's actually sitting in their yard up there.
yeah, I think they may have taken it out of the rotation, waiting on us, is my guess.
So,
Okay.
not to be a stickler, but that specific item is not listed on the agenda.
We can vote on it and then we'll cure it at the next meeting.
Yeah, I also think isn't there something too about,
Being on the road foreman,
because it's a road.
Yeah, we have,
it's under the road foreman report, right?
yeah, but it's also that we can choose to make the purchases under our new purchasing policy, I think, right?
I was looking at it today.
I'm happy to vote on it and then we can, and maybe you'll have info by the next meeting, is my guess, and then we'll just vote again to move forward. That makes sense.
Sure. Yep.
If we vote on it twice, people have time to comment before we
Yes.
actually approve new spending on the loans.
Transaction won't happen until
Yeah.
next
Yeah,
fiscal year to.
yeah, people will have plenty of time to comment before we approve the signing of the loan, essentially. That works for everybody here. So. What kind of motion do you need? What do you need it to be?
Make a motion to approve the purchase of
And finance?
the whatever.
Okay.
And finance through
Northfield,
Northfield Savings Bank,
for a period of 5 years.
yes.
So I'll make a motion to. Approve the purchase of the 2022. Roadside mowing tractor. From Pete's Sales and Equipment. And to seek 5-year financing from Northfield Savings Bank to make the purchase.
Second.
All those in favor?
Alright,
Bye.
Okay. There you got it. And
So
then we'll approve the loan next time.
I'm not,
Maybe.
I'm not looking to do this. Right off,
You can't be spending more money, we just spent $100.
that's not a lot of money. I just,
he's really good, he's really good.
it's it's only by the day.
Oh,
I mean,
Lord, if
before-
they're pricing it by the day, Lauren.
Before, I was gonna have.
Better be less than a quarter.
Now listen,
Like Tom Cruise, it's all about timing.
if I had to rent one through
Oh,
John Deere or Cat, I would have to. Lease it or rent it for at least a week, and I don't feel it's gonna take a week. to
What are
do.
we reading?
we don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, a large excavator to stump Davis Road, Davis Acre Road.
Oh, yeah, cause you're widening that.
And, you know, the stumps are like this, I mean, we can do it with this one here, but. This takes a lot of. Digging. It's not heavy enough, really.
Is it worth it though, to transport it, to pay the transport down here for a day?
What are we doing with stumps? What's the problem
Stumps.
with stumps?
There's a bunch of stumps over, and we had all the trees cut on Davis Acre Road, because they're right tight to the road. So they're all cut. You know, there's stumps sticking there.
Did we see how much it would cost to have Bond go chew them up?
Well, I bet you more, it's gonna cost more than, well, trucking and stuff, 800. Be $1,500. And if you used it for 2 days, it'd be 2,100 or 22.
I don't think Bond's gonna do it for that.
I don't think Paul's gonna do it for that kind of money. I could ask him, but I'm pretty sure. I'm sure he's gonna get a lot more than that. And I'm not in a hurry to do it, I'd rather, wait a little while.
Okay,
I'm just
well, I mean, you got.
feeling you out.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll come back and talk to it about it again.
after she sees the 100.
Well, you know, I figured I'd wait until after some taxes started coming in and do it.
Set a tax rate yet.
When's that though?
Shit, in July.
Okay. Alright, what else you got?
That's it.
It's enough. Okay. Jesse's over there. Grants report.
Good,
Sorry, Paul, it's taking us a while to get there.
no problem, fairly brief. I printed Jesse a copy of the latest grant spreadsheet, there's one on the table. I have one here to leave with anybody else who would like it. I still have a couple of fields I need to update, so I will email an updated version of this to the board. By end of week, this week, by Thursday.
Okay. What is the one you came over to talk about?
Grants and aid,
That's on here. That's the 27.
26.
Okay, it's up there.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So number 7, the FEMA 38,000. I keep getting emails like daily saying that's about to close out.
July something, right?
14th.
Are you gonna do any work over there by July 14th?
You want me to throw some rocks in the hole?
I mean, we got $38,000 for head wall mitigation. If filling the hole with head wall mitigation and you can
That's
justify
what you're gonna
it,
have to do, you're gonna have to fill a hole in and then. Put some rocks on the head wall.
then there's.
I mean, I don't wanna just spend money to get money, but at the same time, if
Don't let
it's,
it pass.
if it's,
Well, the thing is, when we put the culvert in, all that's gonna be taken care of anyway. So you're just over there. Trying to make a little money out of it.
I don't know if that's the case though, cause you gotta fill that hole.
Mhm.
The filling the hole might last. Work on the head wall is probably gonna come out.
Yeah, but if you go over there and look, there's some big rocks out of that hole. They came off the bank and then the water shoved them down. So I don't think it's gonna last if we get a significant rain before we change that. Over. But I'll do it. You guys want me to do it? No big deal.
Or we let it go.
How much of that rock filling that you were just discussing would we have to pay for?
Well, I mean,
We pay for the material, they pay for the labor? Is that what it is?
no, people will pay for everything, I think. But the problem is that we might just rip it up next year and we replace the culvert. So is it worth doing that?
right,
The plan was
Yeah.
to do both of these in conjunction with each other, right?
Right.
But because the timing has changed significantly. It's not an option. So are we doing busy work and do we want to?
You
yeah,
heard anything from Pat Ross? On it?
Not recently. He gave me the scope of work and.
I know they're over there and surveyed it, the guys he hired to do it, I know they went over and surveyed it.
Yeah, no, he was getting started on it, but I haven't seen any results.
Citizen.
I don't think she has citizens comments. She might.
we don't have to record.
You missed an opportunity.
Okay, so I just wanted to be sure that there wasn't anything specific that was gonna fit under this that was going to benefit us greatly anywhere, so.
Unfortunately, I don't think so. I mean, the whole plan was to have it be a part of this replacement and it can't.
Yeah.
So,
Fine.
great. I'll see it pass. Go on. Oof. Wouldn't know it some days. Okay,
Fine.
unfortunately, I think it's gonna pass as well.
I don't think under all the circumstances, I don't think that's a terrible problem.
Well, it's also, we fixed that head wall, what, like six times now?
And it's just the time that they're gonna have to spend and.
He's got other things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that,
Okay, next up, just a couple of notes. My office is closed on Friday in observance of June 19th, Juneteenth.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna send out the draft minutes tomorrow for your review, and
Okay.
I'll get them posted onto the website before I leave on Thursday.
okay, perfect.
And similarly, I'm gonna be away from June 27th to July 11th, so I will miss the July 7th meeting. I can do the agenda and the packet insofar as we know what we're going in up to, that date. Before I depart on the 27th. And that buys you a week if you need to update the packet and resend it out or anything like that.
Okay,
Um,
it might be that we just sort of limit what we're doing and keep it simple, so we're not making adjustments after you're gone. Because, yeah, we'll try to get everything in this week.
And lastly, our agreement. Do you want me to send you a draft agreement, or you said, I think you were marking.
I
one up.
did one and sent it to everybody, but it was just recently, so
Okay,
we'll get there, and if we have to have a special meeting, we will. But you and Peter will have something to look at before everybody's gone.
okay, thank you.
I did not forget, I'm just slow sometimes.
No, it's just keeping the ball in there.
Yeah,
Could've put that on the agenda.
nah, we'll get to it, we'll have a special meeting and
Okay,
we only have to warn it.
That's it for-
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Oh, lastly, Lauren spoke with me today and we're gonna meet up probably next week to
Next month.
or in July after I
Yeah.
get back. To go over grant stuff that he has for me.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's,
Figure out what the cost was. Get all the figures together for the.
I think that's one of the places we need help, so if you can. You can have that meeting, that'd be great.
Okay,
Perfect. On to old business, oh, we did that one, oh, Sarah. Okay, review of municipal energy, the MERP program, town garage weatherization, so on and so forth.
so, as we discussed at the last meeting, the MERP scope of work has been amended to include the ventilation and dehumidification work. And so, they sent that back over to us. And thus, we now have a scope of work under MERP that should well spend the 137 of MERP funds that we have and probably go above that, which will trigger EVT incentives to cover that. So it's great news that the scope of work has been revised. Agreements basically ready to be signed.
And we're not gonna have any more,
I mean, they're not pushing us to sign it, so I'd rather not until
Okay.
we get through the engineering stuff if possible.
yeah, we don't have to sign it,
Right, okay. So good news on the scope of work on the MERP stuff. I apologize to everyone that I missed the site visit for the ventilation engineer.
Lauren took care of it.
Everybody took care of it. And I apologize as profusely as I
Good thing
could.
we were here on Jess.
It's a really good thing you were here. In any event, as a result of the great work that you all did on June 9th in my absence. We got a proposal from Jeremiah for the engineering work. Which is $3,600 for his engineering plans to scope out a code compliant ventilation system in and of itself that he thinks is going to handle the dehumidification issues as well. However, he's going to also spec out and design a supplemental dehumidification system that we could add in at a later date if we wanted. I'm not convinced that when we get all this, we're not going to want to say we want them both now, right? But we'll see how they all scope out and whatnot. So the proposal is here and I would like to get our approval to sign this. It's an engineering professional services contract that's exempt from our purchasing policy. And as well, he's one of the few guys, if not the only guy, who's highly recommended to do this sort of work. It also is the engineer that is preferred, I don't know, preferred, but sanctioned by Efficiency Vermont. And so that relationship helps us continue toward the incentives that we're hopeful for. So for a lot of reasons, I think we should go with Jeremiah Twombly's proposal of a $3,600 engineering contract, and I would like to open that for discussion.
Is this engineering covered by MERP?
Yes.
Or it will fall under the grant,
Yes, we're spending MERP funds here.
okay,
was that a motion?
no,
No, I didn't make the motion yet, I just,
Thank you.
anybody got questions, concerns? Seems to me it's better than system on the fly like we had kind of going before. So I'll make a motion that we approve the scope of work for the engineering and ventilation system for the garage.
The design, the Twombly design proposal.
There you go.
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
aye,
So,
thank you.
I love the signature.
And then, there's been another development that I just wanna, report. Take your seats, everyone. This goes back to the pellet heating system. We learned from the United States Forest Service that the $25,000 that we always thought we might get if we did the pellet system is actually $50,000. Okay, so I'm just bringing it to everyone's attention. I still think we should not move forward with the pellet system despite that additional $25,000 possible money. And here's my analysis. For the weatherization and sealing that we're doing, SEALING, that we're doing, and the ventilation, dehumidification, and engineering estimate of $50,000. I don't know what that's gonna be.
Yeah, I think
50,000.
their on the fly bid was 55.
So that total, all the stuff that we're gonna do is $162,000 of MERP eligible funding.
And that does not include the garage floor.
Does not include the garage floor yet, because that's not a part of MERP funding. So we have 137 of MERP money to offset 162 of expenses. That's $24,000, almost $25,000 over MERP.
Yeah.
Okay. When we're over MERP, we're eligible for $17,000 of EVT money. So we're over MERP by 25,000. We get 17,000 back from EVT. We're out of pocket $7,500 ish.
Plus 50 something for the garage, so 60 total.
Plus 51 for the garage, right? For the floor removal and then also for the siding, right? But if you just leave the siding out of it, right?
Oh, do we have
We did,
price on that yet?
yeah. 11, I think it
Yeah.
was.
Okay.
So back to the additional money available for pellet heat. If Lime Green's proposal was $119,000, right? After they make a little adjustment, it brings it down to about 117. Let's assume, because the United States Forest Service wants Lime Green to downsize their proposal for us, right?
Yeah.
To get the 50, they'd have to downsize the proposal. Let's say that brings their proposal down to $100,000, right? We get an additional 25 from the Forest Service. We still need another 75,000 for the heating system.
Plus the 50,000 for the garage.
Plus the 50,000. So we're still just like, we're depleting the campus fund just way more than I think anybody wants to do. Having learned that and all the discussions we had, I just wanted to bring it to everybody's attention, but I don't think we do anything with that new information.
No, I don't think the 25 moves the needle.
Great.
All right.
That's it on MERP.
Okay. Review and vote on changes to the town purchasing policy. I sent that around maybe a couple days ago. I don't know if everybody saw it.
I did.
And does anybody have any other changes they want, or are they okay with how that went?
I just have questions. I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah.
But
I hope I can answer.
the one paragraph that talks about buying local.
Yeah.
It doesn't tie us into buying local, correct?
No,
I
No.
did not buy our.
no, it says you're gonna look locally first, and if it doesn't work out and it's not feasible and monetarily prudent, do it somewhere else.
Fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
I think so. I think I had one more, but I don't think it was a big deal and I don't remember what it was. Let me see if I can just find that real quick.
I made the changes to allow email and stuff, right? That was one of yours.
Yep,
And then the exceptions apply to all types of bids.
Yep.
Updated purchase. Versus something on this.
Chelsea, do you have a question or something there, Chelsea?
Just running.
say again.
I forgot I wasn't muted for a second. I'm just running around.
I'll let Jesse look. Jesse's still looking.
Just looking quick.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Unfortunately, when I opened both of them, neither of them come up with the highlighted change.
Yeah, on your phone, they don't. You want me to pull it up for you? You can look here.
Sorry.
I have them all.
Why should be submitted in person to the town clerk? Maybe it's this bid submission.
In other words, it's supposed to buy local first, and if you can't get it in town.
Or if it's like twice the price.
Yeah.
If the money is just really crazy different, right? Like if it's twice the price locally, okay, maybe we have to go somewhere else, right?
Well, that was the whole point.
I know.
of this.
Yeah.
Because, Amazon
Yeah.
is half the price.
Yeah, but you're not bound to it. It's at your discretion. Whoever's making the purchase is at your discretion.
Yeah, so this purchasing policy is for everything we purchase. And the bid submission section says all bids should be submitted in person to the town clerk at the town office by mail
Oh.
address. By mail addressed to the town in care of the select board or by email to either the road foreman or road commissioner. But maybe the
Oh.
bid has nothing to do with the road
I see.
foreman or road commissioner.
Okay, I was thinking in.
Add town clerk in there, town clerk, road.
Should all just go to the town clerk. and-
Just all go to Jesse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can do that, yeah.
So can we change that to just be
I
to the
mean,
town clerk at the town office?
so,
I know an email.
so
Yeah,
when Janice was here, they all went to Janice.
yeah,
If you want them to all come to me, that's fine.
okay. Should they go to assistant town clerk?
No,
Should they all go to the select board?
No,
no,
I think if Jesse's comfortable receiving them. Because A, she's involved with half of them, you've instigated half of them, right? And you're the most reliable distributor.
The problem is you can't really write it so that like road bid go to the road foreman. I mean, could write it that way. If that's what you want.
But if a road bid comes in, Jesse forwards it.
Yeah, but it's more email in her inbox.
I've got 21,000 in there, so it doesn't matter.
It sounds like my office. Okay.
No, my whole point was, should they be going to Paul?
Oh, I see. I don't know. That
But-
might make sense.
But if it makes more sense for them to just come to me, that's fine.
No, I don't know that it does. I mean, that's sort of what you're there for, right? Is to filter these things.
That's for you to decide.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I guess
Jesse's the one that takes care of all the financing.
I guess I
So I
would.
feel they should go to Jesse. Just so she can
No, but
look at them and comment on them if.
But I don't think that's the case, cause she doesn't necessarily care about the road bids. Whereas if everything goes to Paul, he can send it to the appropriate body, right?
Yeah.
I guess I was doing it this way, Jesse, because it said in the past, all submitted to the town clerk. If you're coming by in person, and I thought, well, we'll just keep it all
Right.
there.
Right. I mean, obviously, that's the way, that's. Will definitely have to be.
But, and then mail's gonna come here too, so it'll be the email that goes to Paul. Email
Right,
bids.
and makes it all confusing. So,
So maybe not, cause just what would be the one bid that you solicited for like your purposes in the recent past? That would kerfuddle you if it went to him first? Like, I don't know, digitization.
I don't think it's that, I think it's all the like highway bids that she
It's-
would have to filter
it's
through.
the only thing that I'm talking about is the, well, let's tell them, well, in person or by mail, it all comes to the town clerk, and by email, it goes to the
Yeah,
assistant.
they've got 3 different
And
places
then
it's
we've
going.
got all these different
Yep.
people to send it to. If you only have one, then.
I don't know that this is at odds with our RFPs. Cause the RFPs always go to me, when I put one out. For, and solicit bids, I put myself down.
Which, I mean, it really makes sense. But. Because you've created an RFP, but, well, so that's what these are too.
Yeah,
It's
how,
an
what's,
RFP for a bid.
Yeah.
they're the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so
Right.
this, by saying in here, it all goes to you, and then me sending out a bid packet that requests it to come to me, we're sort of at odds with each other.
Right,
So, maybe it should be written something like. Should be. Sent to the, I don't know, how do we word that? To
How
like-
about all bids are submitted to the select board, if in person at the town office, somebody walks in with their thing that says select board, they hand it to Jesse, it goes on Paul's desk. Or it goes to, by email, it goes to select board admin with the address.
Yeah, then all the RFPs have to change. Do we care? I don't know. I gotta think about that. Cause I like, yeah, cause I agree with you that if we're sending them to like 3 different places, it gets even more confusing.
right,
So I'm wondering if there's a way we write this generically that should be submitted as outlined on the RFP or something of that nature, right? Whoever's requesting the bid determines where it goes.
yeah,
Then it can go to 6 different places.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you're not tying yourself in here, you just say
Right.
the bids are supplied as outlined in the RFP.
I like that.
I like that.
Okay,
All bids should be submitted as described in the bid specifications
yeah,
or RFP.
yeah. You guys are gonna make me rewrite this thing again, okay?
Yep.
Alright, well, let's leave it on there for next
You don't
time.
wanna just make the change now?
No, I gotta think about it. I can't work on the fly. There's too many other things happening and I'm hungry. Okay. Huh?
And tired.
Yeah, can't imagine why. Review and consider. This is you. Review and consider municipal mitigation better roads grant for fiscal year 27. And there's a grant agreement. Do we have to agree? What do we have to do here?
Fine, at 35,000, 8,000 match.
Oh, question. What's it?
Do we sign this as if we're seeking something, or does this only get signed once we figure out a project? Does anybody know?
Well, we have it, it's Thresher Road,
Oh, this is
Allen Bennett.
Isn't it the 75,000?
No,
no 35,000. This is Thresher and Allen Bent, 35,000.
That's what it says, 35,000. Rita told me wrong,
Yeah, cause that culvert was like 38, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright, so never mind, forget I said anything. We need to sign this, so I will. Make a motion that we. Approve and agree to the. Municipal mitigation better back roads grant for fiscal year 27 being grant BR 1409.
Second,
All those in favor?
I,
Aye.
And now we'll sign that, and that's for the replacement of the culverts there on Allen Bend Fisher.
Pressure in the element.
Okay, we did text my gov. We're done with that. Payment orders. Move to approve. I'll second. All those in favor?
I
Aye.
And then payroll warrant.
move to approve the warrant for payroll dated June 18, 2026 for the period May 31, 2026 to June 13, 2026.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I,
Hello?
Sign.
Okay, I will make a motion that we enter into an executive session to discuss a personnel matter.
are you inviting anyone?
I don't know, are we inviting anyone? Jesse, you need to stay. Do we need Paul for this? I
No,
don't think so. We're talking about wages.
So for the chain of documents, who's gonna get what you just signed, the Better Back Roads?
Do we have a copy? I'll sign it right now.
can I have the bottom one?
One in
The
the,
bottom one. I gotta sign it.
packet.
And before, could you make a copy of this? This is the engineering one, so do you have a copy? Maybe you want to.
This is the back.
Okay, thanks.
It's front and back, do you care? Paul?
Oh.
Okay. Is there a signature?
There, your name is on here, like up on page 2, kinda. Is there a signature next to it?
Let's League of Cities in Town. I don't see a signature page, so maybe I don't have to sign it.
You see your name on,
Yeah, no, but there's no
Okay.
signature line. It's just contact info. There's no signature in the rest of it.
well, that's weird.
It's like a grant.
Yeah,
No place to sign it.
I don't see it. There's no signature line anywhere on that. I'm not sure what that means.
Thank you, Brett.
Yeah, I'm looking at the original here and there's no signature on it. Oh, here it is. Missed a page.
No,
This
that's,
is it right here. I just don't have.
This is the
page.
Are
BR
you sure?
1409, right?
oh, yeah.
I didn't see that page. I started in the wrong spot, so it might be there. Hold on, I might know where it is.
It's page 21 or 22 of the full page packet.
I'm just gonna reprint it because I got it right here. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Thank you.
We go. It's custom. Number 2. Here it is. You find it? Oh, okay.
There's another
Oh, that's not it.
signature page in the packet
Yeah,
also.
this is a different one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, so that's
page-
Murph.
There's,
That's good. I want that. I just printed it. I'll go get it. Alright, it'll take you 2 seconds. I don't know what happened.
there's this one though, too.
That's work. We're gonna get this right eventually, but this is the night number, VR 1409.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, now I got it here though. I'm struggling. Not a Braintree. Hmm. Hmm.
So we're still in regular session, and did you enter executive?
We entered. I just forgot to pause.
We have, we don't work in applause, we recording.
Okay, we have exited executive session at 7:55. We are taking action in that I'm gonna make a motion that we approve the wages for fiscal year 27, which begins on July 1st, 2026. According to the wage calculation spreadsheet.
Second,
All those in favor?
aye.
Aye. Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye,
Best thing I heard on.
good job.
Chelsea and Colin, thank you very much for joining us. Sorry it was another long one. Eventually they won't be this long.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Guys, it's still
Keep me
making
entertained.
bagels.
Always.
I might come get a bagel in the morning. I gotta go out early. I'll just leave the kids at home. Give me a bagel. Okay,
All right, bye, guys.
see you later.
And someday.
Down.